affirmative constructive speech on the resolution legalization of marijuana in the Philippines. A pleasant morning everyone, I am Genevieve A. Barrameda and I am supporting the legalization of marijuana in the Philippines for its helpful uses that will help us cure many illnesses. The term medical marijuana refers to treating symptoms of illnesses and other conditions with a whole, unprocessed marijuana plant or its basic extract. Marijuana have at least two active chemicals that researchers think have medical applications. Those are cannabidiol or the CBD, which seems to have impact the brain without a high, and it may be useful in reducing pain and inflammation, controlling epileptic seizures, and possibly even treating mental illnesses and addictions. And the second chemical is the tetrahydrocannabinol or the THC, which has a pain-relieving properties and it is largely responsible for the high. Recent research has demonstrated that there are legitimate medical uses for marijuana, and there is a strong reason to continue studying the drug's medical uses because the marijuana plant contains chemicals that may help treat range of illnesses and symptoms. Many people argue that it should be legal for medical purposes. In fact, a growing number of states have legalized marijuana for its medical uses. So why should we legalize marijuana in our country? Legalizing marijuana in our country will bring numbers of benefits. First, it will create jobs. Legalizing and regulating marijuana will bring up one of the nation's largest cash crops under the rule of law. This will create jobs and economic opportunities in the formal economy instead of illicit market. Second, it will save money. Scarce law enforcement resources will be better used to ensure public safety while reducing corrections and court costs. State and local governments would acquire significant new resources of tax revenue from regulating marijuana sales. And third, it will promote consumer safety. Marijuana product testing is becoming a standard requirement for legalized marijuana markets. This means that the consumer are better informed about marijuana and its use. And lastly, marijuana can treat certain conditions such as chronic pain. A recent report by the National Academy of Sciences, Engineering and Medicine said that there was a definitive evidence that cannabis or the cannabinoids which are found in the marijuana plant can be an effective treatment for chronic pain. There's also strong evidence for medical cannabis that can help that muscle spasm related to sclerosis and other types of muscle spasm respond to marijuana as well. People in other countries use medical marijuana to treat diaphragm spasms that are untreatable by other prescribed medications. And it doesn't seem to harm the lung capacity. And it may even improve it. There's a fair amount of evidence that marijuana does no harm to the lungs unless you also smoke tobacco. One study published in Journal of the American Medical Association found that not only does marijuana not impair lung function, it may even increase the lung capacity. Marijuana may be used in treating glaucoma, or it may be possible to derive a drug from marijuana or its use. One of the most common reasons why states allow medical marijuana use is to treat and prevent the eye disease glaucoma, which increases pressure in the eyeball, damaging the optic nerve and causing loss of vision. This drug may also help control epileptic seizures. Some studies have shown that cannabidiol or the CBD, another major marijuana compound, seems to help people with treatment-resistant epilepsy. A number of individuals have reported that marijuana is the only thing that helps people control their children's seizures. And most importantly, a chemical found in marijuana stops cancer spreading. The THC and the CBD can slow or shrink tumors at the right dose. Researchers at California Pacific Medical Center in San Francisco reported in 2007, and one 2014 study found that marijuana can be significantly slow the growth of the type of the brain tumor associated with 80% of malignant brain cancer in the people. And according to the research, this drug may decrease anxiety and low doses as stated by Emma Childs, an associate professor of psychiatry at the University of Illinois in Chicago and an author of the study. We found that THC at low doses reduced stress, while higher doses had the opposite effect. And the THC chemical from the marijuana may also slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease. The 2006 study, published in the journal Molecular Pharmaceutics, found that THC, the active chemical in the marijuana, slowed the formation of the amyloid plaques by blocking the enzyme in the brain that makes them. These plaques kill brain cells that are associated with Alzheimer's disease. Marijuana may also ease the painful symptoms of multiple sclerosis. According to the study published in the Canadian Medical Association Journal, all the studies are just some of the good effects of using marijuana, and there are more to discover. Marijuana is not only helpful in curing illnesses, but it is also helping people to have a healthy life. According to the research, marijuana users tend to be less obese and have a better response to eating sugar. And it also gives a person a better sleep. Marijuana usage has actually been shown to have also some positive mental effects, particularly in terms of increasing creativity, at least in some contexts. Even though people's short-term memories tend to function worse when they're high, they actually get better at tests requiring them to come up with new ideas. Researchers have also found that some study participants improve their verbal fluency, their ability to come up with different words while using marijuana, and the cannabinoids similar to THC help regulate the system that causes fear and anxiety in the body and the brain. With the benefits of marijuana discussed, I strongly agree to the legalization of marijuana in terms of medical use of it. Again, I am Genevieve A. Barrameda, supports the legalization of marijuana in the Philippines. Thank you.